Okay, so day one. Thanks a lot. First, let me go ahead and say thank you. I really do appreciate the opportunity to work for you and help you get your career started. I appreciate the fact that you're here at Realty Executives Tucson Elite. It's something that I hold very dear to me. This is a great company. The group of people here to me is like family, and I have a lot of long-term relationships with these people, and I hope that you'll see, as I have, that these people are golden and it's a great opportunity. So first, I wanted to say thank you for joining our company. I also want to say thank you for joining our group. All right. The first thing I want to point out is that as far as our group is concerned, remember, we are not a team per se. We're just simply a group of people working together to go ahead and sell property. Okay. Now, it's true that your production and stuff goes under my name. That's simply because I'm responsible for you. But in the end, we're all responsible for ourselves. Remember that the first goal here, okay, for working with us, all right, your first goal is to learn how to sell. Okay? Remember to learn how to sell. That's really all you're here for, okay? And when you learn how to sell, okay, obviously, sell. All right, it's pretty simple. And then the third thing, once you learn how to sell, I want you to go ahead and teach someone else. Okay? Because quite frankly, that's the promise that I had given to somebody who had taught me. All right? I've had mentors over my life and coaches and people who've taught me how to sell real estate. And I think that, although I'm not probably the best at it in the world, I've done a fair amount and I'm okay. And what I think is my gift is being able to teach people who are new how to survive in this business. And this being your day one, I want you to understand that that's my commitment to you, is to teach you as much as I can in the time that we have together. I also understand that there will come a time later on, and I think you and I have probably already talked about this, that there's going to come a time when you'll probably want to be on your own, and that's okay. I'm totally cool with that, all right? The only thing that I ask is that you go ahead and stay with the company. I think it's a perfect company for you. I think you'll do well here. And then the second thing I believe that you need to go ahead and pass it forward and teach someone else. Take someone else under your wing and show them the things that you've learned. Take the things that I've taught you, take the things that you've learned from other people and try and incorporate it. And don't be that one agent who's so busy and so stuck up that you won't help anybody. Okay, that's my request of you. All right, now, that being said, let's talk about day one. What do you do from here? Now that you got your license, okay, now that you've gone to the multiple listing service, now that you've gone down to get your fingerprint cards or anything else that you need to get done, you've signed your name away on the dotted line, and now you're ready to go ahead and start selling real estate. Where do we start from here? Okay, the first thing I want you to do, okay, I want you to go ahead and contact Melanie, and you want to write this down, Melanie Hestican at First American Title. Okay? Contact Melanie Hestican at First American Title. Her number, 520-575-1900. All right? Contact her up and set an appointment. All right? And the reason why is I want you to go out there and meet with a title officer face to face. Now, I recommend using Melanie because Melanie is a great officer. She does a great job for us, but there are other good ones, all right? Like Kim Henry's a very good one over Title Security. I've used Kim for a long time. I know her. She's a great agent. Melanie is really good because she's right down the street and she can meet with you and explain to you the escrow process and the way things work over there. It's important for you to understand exactly how that process works so that when you open up an escrow, you'll know what's going on that side of the fence, okay? It's good to have a working relationship with an escrow officer because that person's going to save your your fat from the fire, if you will, if you ever get into a deal that's really tough, okay? If you're working with one escrow officer, which is what I recommend, then you pick one escrow officer and you try and work with them all the time because they know how you work, you know how they work, you guys don't need to get in each other's way, and then if something goes south, then they know exactly what to do. You can trust them. You know exactly what they're going to do for you, and they'll save your fat, okay? So I would recommend that's the first step you do. Go ahead and contact Melanie Hestican at First American Title. Set up an appointment for yourself. Now the next thing I want you to do, number 2, okay, is go ahead and you got to learn financing, okay? Now you learned about some of the financing methods in school, all right? You learned about, things like the FHA mortgages and VA and conventional and all this and all that. But what we're going to learn today is we need to learn how to do alternative financing, okay? Things like MDB bonds, right? IDAs, USDA, first-time home buyer programs. Okay? You need to learn about all these different programs, and why that is because that will separate you from your competition. Okay? When you're talking to a seller and you say, look, I know we could use, man, this is a great property for an MDB bond. Or, whoa, you know what? I was just thinking this property would go great for a first-time home buyer or a USDA loan. Okay? You may be new in the business, but they won't be able to tell that you're new at the business because you have knowledge that others do not possess. Okay? So the second step things I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and I want you to contact, all right, my personal favorite, Heather Tyler. All right? Heather Tyler at Nova Home Loans. Okay? Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Heather. Heather is a hard-working woman. And let me tell you right from the beginning that Heather, okay, will save your deal more times than you'll ever know. I have had deals where I thought were completely undoable, and she found a way to make it happen. And let me go ahead and look up her number for you because I don't, unfortunately, know her number right off the top of my head. It's like 202 something. Okay, so here we go. Her number, 520-202-5248. Okay? Go ahead and contact Heather Tyler at Nova Home Loans and let her know that you're working with us now and that you need to go ahead and set an appointment with her and make you smart when it comes to financing. Okay? So those are the first two steps that I want you to do on day one. All right? Those are the most important things. Go ahead and set those up and then go ahead and start moving on to the next video. Thanks a lot. Again, I appreciate you working for us, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.